Alright, Captains, it is time for the Imperial Japanese Navy's by way of the Yokozuka Girls Maritime High School Premium Tier 8 Destroyer, HSF Harekaze. Now, as this boat is Japanese, you probably guessed that she's going to be all about sliding them torpedoes. And yes, that is exactly what she's about, with a 2x4 setup, a 10-kilometer maximum range, and a lethal detection range of just 5.4 kilometers once she's fully kitted out. You would be too. Now, I know what some of y'all captains are definitely thinking, and I was too before some crazy Viking raider dropped this into my port, and that's Fetch. She's a premium CAG. Why you likey? Well, my captains, that's because, like a true high school girl that she is, she's got a closet full of outfits to mix and match.
I mean, I get up, I brush my teeth, and I pick out my school clothes.
Or in this case, holes and guns. Because you start off with the horrible Kagero guns, or you can opt for the US destroyer guns, which are nice, but you only get 3 of them, and well, they do clash with the rest of the outfit. Or you can ride in the gun torp hybrid like I do, and style your way to victory with the B-hull and the 100mm cannons. Now, I am rocking the IFHE in this segment right here going against the Shenyang. And that wasn't always the case. I started off rocking just the AP in this sucker, and as you're seeing against this Kagero, it works just as nicely, if not better in some cases. Because the AP, even though it's only 100mm, will do a lot more without the IFHE, and even in some cases, than the IFHE HE shells. As you're seeing here against this Ibuki late game, I have no qualms about sending it to the bottom with my 100mm pew-pewers. And even rack up my one and only Citadel I've ever gotten in this sucker. Because yes, captains, you do have the guns, you do have the 100mm pew-pewers that can be really fun to lay into some DDs and surprise the hell out of some people. But you are Japanese at heart and soul, so the torpedoes is where you are going to make your living, live and die by them torps. And hopefully live and make the other poor SOBs die. Which isn't always the case, but it is quite fun. Like I said, you got the 5.4 kilometer detection range once she's fully kitted out, which means you're going to be spying with your little eye damn near everybody and their mom before they get a chance to see you. But even when you're up hot and heavy close, hello, Mr. Miyoko. Goodbye, Mr. Miyoko. She's pretty agile and hostile with both them guns and, of course, this torpedoes. Now, she is one of the slowest boats out there, or I don't know. I mean, she's pretty sluggish. You get into some of these other guys, especially like the Russian cousins, and they're just flying across the map, and you get into the Harekaze, and you're like, am I at full speed? Is this recorder speed or what? But the speed at which you're able to dispatch these guys with your torpedoes, because the alpha damage is pretty nice. I think it has like a maximum of around 17,000 potential alpha damage. But you're going to be probably hitting around the 10 to 12k range per torpedo. But when you do land them, and land them in bunches, like as you've been seeing, it can be quite a devastating time for the enemy team. Yes, Captain, this was a little gift that I wasn't so sure about when I first got it, because Japanese torpedo boats and Fetch don't really go hand in hand. But once I equipped the 100mm guns, she just turned into a completely new boat for me, and I have thoroughly enjoyed playing it. Even before I got the IFHE, spoiler alert, even before I got the IFHE, the AP shells were getting it done for Fetch. And of course, them torpedo systems coupled with that low, super low detection rating just means I can take this thing up into tier 10s and not really sweat. Well, you know, sweat a little bit. All right, we'll have a fun little replay picked out for y'all, and I hope you will enjoy first and foremost, but maybe learn a little bit along the way. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. And that match sees us mid-tier in a technically tier 9 matchup on the map Warrior's Path.
戦闘配備、火器管制、追尾システム、オンライン、
Alrighty, darling, well, rolling into your captain skills and modules and upgrades. She's still early days for her, but this is the skills that I got. Preventative maintenance to try to keep my stuff working. Last stand to keep puttering and turning my wheel. Survivability expert because you have one of the lowest hit pools of all the destroyers. So an extra 2,800 hit points will most definitely be nice. I, of course, run the concealment expert to bring me down to 5.4 kilometers-ish, and the IFHE I just recently got to make my HE shells not break apart on impact, which will happen almost the entire time you use HE without IFHE. Now into my modules and upgrades, you can see she is pretty much fully kitted out. I am rocking the B-hull with the 100mm cannons, but the third slot is empty, which I probably will fit with my smoke generator, but the rest of them, they don't really do that much more for you. Premium consumables as always, and in my flags, I am running a bunch. You know, the speed one obviously going to need anti-det and a couple of other ones for increased floodings and fires, and a lot of XP ones, because with this Harekaze and this camo, you do get already a 100% free XP, the gold stars bonus per battle. So when you throw on those extra XP ones, you can rack up a lot of gold stars. Alright, well, we had the southwesterly spawn, and so we're going to slide on into the 8-cap. There are only 2 enemy DDs to go against, but we do have eyes in the skies that we got to be wary of. So I have my A8 off because you actually have a pretty low detection rating by air as well, so that is nice. And I am rocking with, I believe, what is it, Akatsuki? I don't know. He's got the pew-pewers, the same pew-pewers as I do, so we're all talking trash about, let's go shoot the crap out of somebody! So, and the first somebody we see is the Miz, which of course has the radar 10.5 kilometers or so. And we got to be mindful of that because we are on the north side of this island on the south side of A, which is already being contested by an enemy scumbag. So I do not want to get trapped on this side of this island with the Missouri and its radar fast approaching. So I have my torpedoes actually lined up. Oh, and there is, it's a little Shih Tzu right in front of that Bismarck. It looks like he's doing a little smoke session. So I'm going to fire on that last known pause. I do have the Bismarck actually chosen with my targeting shooting solution. So shooting onto his face, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll catch a little Shih Tzu sleeping at the wheel. He is engaging, yeah, he's engaging our little buddy with his guns right now, so he's still chilling in that smoke, and that smoke cloud, it's getting a little bit bigger there on the right-hand side, so maybe he's backing up just a little bit, but we're going to point our nose out, and because that Missouri is around 11 kilometers in closing, and I don't want him to get any closer. So we'll smoke up, and we can see my pew-pew guns going. Now, I have the IFHE and the HE, obviously, and you can see I'm scoring some damage now, but I'm still breaking some shells, and without oh my god, 1 and 2, there goes down the Shih Tzu. First blood, devastating strike, 2 torpedoes into the Shih Tzu. Good night. Oh, excellent, good job, man, good job. All right, torpedoes are still, the rest of them are still swinging onto that Bismarck. I am racking up some nice damage numbers still. I mean, just plinking away, bang, and right in the face for 12,000 points of damage. That's what I was talking about. You're rarely going to get the full 17, 18k out of this sucker. Around 10 or 12 is what you're going to be able to expect. And of course, without the IFHE, which I was trying to get into, you're not going to be scoring any kind of damage whatsoever. So it is a real, for me, it's a must. You got to get the IFHE. You can, I ran, oh, the Bismarck was going down hard, so he just fired into the smoke. He's like, screw you, DDs. Swing and a miss. Now, that Missouri is well within radar range, so we capped this out, thankfully, so I got to start moving and get the hell out of here because I am radar. I am radar. Run! The jig is up! Run! The light has been turned on. Yeah, a little Akatsuki. Dude, he is in the position that I did not want to get stuck in because he is on the wrong side of the island with the wrong side of the radar being activated and too many ships looking at him all in the wrong way, so hopefully he can live. There is the Miz there, finally. Radar is out, so we got about another minute and change on his cooldown. Hipper, 2 little hippers, and a whole bunch of other guys. We, you know, our guys are kind of moving in slowly onto our cap. We were able to cap out the B cap. It looks like we're going to be able to cap out the C cap, so looks like the enemy kind of came for an A push. Now this Missouri generally is going to be doing the bow-on tanking, which we talked about in previous videos and whatnot, especially with the Missouri with a little bit better front-facing armor and all that jazz, but he may be trying to slide in behind this island and just back up because there's some guys coming down south and he doesn't want to be burning, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to swing a little bit farther out wide west and slide my torpedoes in there to cover the north shore of that island. And yeah, there he is. All right, okay, so I'm lining up my solution. I do got 4 torpedoes. Looks like he may be backing up or something like that. He's out. out of friends. They're all heading the wrong way. So, all right, one set in there. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna count to 20 seconds because when the first torpedo hits, hopefully it'll cause a flooding. And then when I send my second set, oh, never mind. He's on the gas. He's actually moving forward and not backing up. Crap. Oh, crap. Well, that second one maybe might be able to get to him depending upon where he's going and turning. Oh man, crap, captains. What I was trying to do was I was trying to time about 20 seconds space between my two torp salvos if that target was going to be stationary, so I can induce flooding, call out his damage control, and then pop him in the nose to get a full flood for a minute and change. But oh, the plans of mice, men, and high school girls. All right, well, he is just running. He is burning on the bump. So let's unload with my little IFHE shell, see if maybe we can get a fire going, because your chance to start fire is actually pretty good because you are unleashing a ungodly amount of HE shells onto the sucker. There he is, the fire. Nice. Now, I would normally swap up to the AP and lay into that Missouri for some good change, but I want to disappear in the ether because my second set of torpedoes just swing and a miss completely. I just totally misread where that guy was going to be going. It happens. All right, well, good. I finally disappeared. That actually took a little bit longer than what I was hoping. And he's still burning, and he just ran himself aground, done notched himself right in there. My torpedoes are almost, my first set is almost ready. Yeah, my second set too. We're about 10 seconds apart between the two. Almost ready for this Miz. He's backing up, but he's not. Oh, I'm reading in the chat. Oh, I'm a derp today. Hey, buddy, it happens to us all. Believe you me. Any of you guys been watching my stream at all? You see that even the fetch fails. From time to time it happens, but yep, it happens. All right, so I was gonna launch my torps, but he's already on the gas, so he didn't fully commit to shelving himself onto that island, so he should be able to get around it. So that's gonna be a waste of torpedoes. And there is a Colorado and a Hipper going between in the islands there on the east side of the A cap. So I'm thinking I'm just going to start puttering in there that way. My little buddy, my little Akazuki, made it out alive of the A-cap, and it looks like he's going to try to go hunt down that Miz and maybe that Hipper and maybe the other battleship that's north of there. So let's go back into the center. Our team is doing really well. We got all three bases captured, and so now let's just try to mop them up. All right, now eyeballing big time that Colorado, because trying to torpedo this little cruisers can be a little bit difficult, obviously, especially for me. I'm not a big torpedo captain kind of guy, but I do have that Hipper shooting solution on there because I was actually swapping between the Hipper and the Colorado, and the Colorado looked like he was still heading down south, and I wasn't going to be able to get any torps on him. So Hipper's got to be moving in, try to push the caps because they're down 3-0 on caps. So I fired basically kind of on the shooting solution there. Then I saw his little scout plane, so I thought, well, let's kind of have the shooting solutions in the lead, and in case he turns in or out, maybe I might be able to catch him in the butt with that second set there. But now that Colorado is going to be coming in close, and so we can definitely engage him with the guns, and maybe by showing ourselves on the map and engaging this Colorado with the guns, the Hipper will feel confident to just continue to sail forward into the death doom of my torpedoes. And we light a fire right off the bat. Now here we are laying into this Colorado with my little HE shells, and really pay attention to how these HE shells perform. Granted, I'm not necessarily, oh, there's one, there's two, down goes Hipper. That had to have been from my first set. Oh, so we were able to take down the Hipper. Now pay attention, I'm not exactly what I was saying. I'm not hitting them necessarily in the best spots, but you can see how often these shells just break apart. We got 28 breakages right now and only 2, well, we're up to 6 pins now. As you're seeing, I'm hitting in the superstructure for a little bit, but not a lot of damage. You know, so while it feels great unloading these guns relentlessly, you're not necessarily gonna be scoring some beautiful numbers until you get full broadside and then start unleashing some of that AP and or just light these guys on fuego, as we just did right there. Took out a secondary gun too. Nice. Now we got a Fiji smoking out, launching some torps on that Colorado, who's got his little 6 cents going, and so exactly, he's not gonna round there and get clobbered by them torps. But I got me some torpedoes that are about ready to get locked and loaded yet again for this Colorado. And we got a smoke, yes, oh, good. We get that Fiji smoke cloud between us, so that means now I am concealed, I am ninja'd. So yeah, Fiji is backing up good. Now this is dangerous. I'm gonna fire it right on that coastline and hopefully be able to pop that Colorado right in the mouth, but it was dangerous because we got a Fiji in between us, and hopefully my torp shouldn't be detected by those planes. Oh, hopefully, yeah, exactly, that was dangerous. The Fiji could have jumped on those and I could be a little pinkie pie. So we're gonna sail right on through to this. Yeah, here we go. I got one more set just in case that Colorado just dances in between them, but he does it. 2 in the face for 20,000 points of damage. Come on, guns, unload the guns. Boom, 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 boom. Down goes Colorado. Now there is a Mo right in front of us and a Hipper. Ooh, I am going to be detected. Was too fast to get on the gas. I don't really want to slow down now and use my smoke because radar in front of me, hydro in front of me, death in front of me. I still have 1 set left, and so I have that Hipper locked and loaded. We're just gonna fire, kind of make a best guess because I'm looking on the mini map. There is a battleship to my right, and that was basically right in front of the Hipper. So I don't think that Hipper really wants to show any kind of broadside to that battleship. So he's probably going to be staying to either go YOLO in on the battleship or make a late turn hard to his port side and peel around the island. So now I have the AP swapped up, laying into him. You can see how the AP is now performing into that broadside. Man, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1200. Those torpedoes are looking good. On the 1400, all those torpedoes are looking really good. And they are good. 14,000 and the Confederate and the kill on the Hippo. Good job, girls. Good job. All right, now all that's left is the Missouri on our side. Our team is really walking away with this now. Yeah, the end is nice, so we're loading with the HE. I'm trying to maybe call it as damage con. I could probably, and probably should, be swapping to the AP right now, but the end feels really near, so we're just unloading on this guy, maybe trying to start a fire, although he is looking pretty charred at the moment. And we'll see if we can. We'll see. Someone's saying stop. Is that stop, please? Is that you? No, that's somebody else. But he's still alive. That guy right into the island. He's still alive. Oh, hilarious. Good stuff. Good stuff. And oh, but he's not alive anymore. And the game is over. Well, GG's all around. That was also pretty quick, captains, as we mop up with the win, the devastating strike, the first blood medal, and the Confederate. At just over 143,000 points of damage, 227 shells landed. I bet a lot of those were breakages though, but 8 torpedoes for 4 kills and 3 fires. Not too bad for a quick little game with the Harekaze getting it done. Nice, nice. And yes, that puts us tops of the charts with 2,402 base experience points in technically the tier 9 matchup for my little high school girl. Good job, girls, good job. And in the detail report, yeah, let's just check those guns out real quick. I fired a lot more HE than I did AP, 308 actually, 215 landed for only 20,000. That's not a really good return. AP was a little bit better, 12 landed for just over 3.5K. So again, the PPUers are really nice, but unless you get the right targets and the right sides of targets, that's basically what you're probably gonna be walking home with. But when you look down below at the fires that those guns cause, it makes a little bit more acceptable number, just around 50,000 total between the guns and fires. But look up 1 slot to the torpedoes. 32 torps launched, 8 landed for 81,000 points of alpha damage off my torpedoes, given that 2 of them landed into the Shih Tzu for a maximum of just under 13,000. So those are some really nice returns on all of them torpedoes. And of course the flooding was actually okay, 8 floods for 13,000, which I don't normally get. And after taxes with the premium account and the premium ship in the tier 9 matchup, just over 500,000 credits with just a standard account though, not too shabby, with just shy of 300K. From what was, in a lot of ways, my best Harekaze game thus far. Alright, captains, now moving into the dollars and cents should you spend your hard-earned money on the HSF Harekaze. Now, I believe she is only currently on sale on the North American server, but I would imagine that she'll be returning to the shops in all the other regions at some point in the future, because she is a good boat. She's not outstanding and not overpowered, she's just a good ship. But for about 44 bucks US dollars, is she worth it? Well, when push comes to shove and you hold my little feet to the fire, I'd have to give this thing a thumbs up on the buy list. She does fit into that category of the $50 to $60 per month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year, and she performs all the duties that you want out of a premium ship, including the 100% of free XP earned in battle thanks to her camouflage. But as always, if your captains are interested in having somewhat of a test drive before you shell out your cash for this bird, get yourself into the Kagero and also the Akazuki and try out those 100mm cannons, because this little high school girl is definitely the Dada of the Aki and Kagero. And for those who are already in love with the Japanese torpedo play and like to splash around the cash a little bit, I think this Tier A Premium would be a safe purchase. Alright, Captains, well, that was my review of the Imperial Japanese Navy's by way of the Yokosuka Girls Maritime High School Premium Tier 8 Destroyer, HSF Harekaze. I can't thank my little Viking Raider enough for gifting me this boat, because I have thoroughly enjoyed playing her. I like the torpedoes, obviously, but to be able to have guns that can shoot back, even though they aren't always effective, but that they can shoot back with that rate of fire is a big plus in my eyes. Now, these guns are most definitely not going to carry you in the game, which is why the replay I showed you was really torpedo driven and had some of the more downsides highlighted about the gunplay with the 100mm cannons. Because yes, this boat is Japanese, so the torpedoes is where you're going to truly make your money and hopefully make battleship captains cry. But between the highlight and the replay, I think y'all captains can see the potentials in these 100mm cannons. They can poke a lot of people in the eyes and sometimes poke people right out of the game. And if you captains are still on the fence as to whether or not to pull the trigger on buying this bird, I can tell you right now there will be a round 2, if not round 3 adventure sometime in the future. But in any case, captains, I hope you all learned a little bit about how to, and of course, as always, how not to captain the Harekaze. But least of all, I hope you all enjoyed the video. So thanks again, as always, for watching, and until next time, I will see you either in-game or in-stream. Have fun, fair seas.